Welcome to the cliffside, Yins. This is permaculture. I don't know, I'm trying it out. What do you think? Do you like it? So I'm out here with a tape measure. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. Not really. And the reason I am is because, well, gosh, I'm integrating better into the community. Yeah, not the immediate neighbors on the one side. Let's see, let's do that. There we go. And with integrating better into the community, I'm learning things like we have a rain barrel giveaway program, or like adjusted for your income cost levels, really cheap type of program. I'm also getting phone calls like, don't water today, one of our cisterns broke, or something like that. I don't know, I didn't really understand it. So amidst all the garbage here, yay! I meant to take the garbage out last night. I did not manage to take the garbage out last night. I am wondering though, oh look, there's a critter hole, if I can fit an additional one here safely. And by additional one, I have to specify that these ones that they're in this program, they're 4 foot long, almost 6 foot high, and 18 inches deep. So, you get to watch me do some cleanup. Sorry about the noise and all of that. So we're not talking any small potatoes here, you know. We're not talking, you know, let's just stick a barrel here. Additionally, this is the side of the house where at the corner the foundation cracked. And I do think that having this particular downspout attached is really important because of that. I mean, kind of a duh moment there. So something I'm thinking is they do make, I think it's Suncoast brand or something like that, they make a little unit that will allow the water to go through, but until a barrel is full. So you just cut out a small section. It has like a little clear out that throws some leaves somewhere. And with it being right here, I could keep a better eye on it. Like I could pull leaves out of it. And it would be at a much lesser risk of flooding. Alternately, you know, with a diverter that would go far enough to get past all of this that goes into my French drain. That's what we call these, French drain. If I could have one that went far enough, that would then allow, well, it's a little confusing, but then it does have an overflow port, and I could run the overflow port. If I got enough tubing, I could run it the whole way down to the street. Not sure if all of that is worth it or not, because my concern at the risk level of this part of the house is pretty great. And we do have that rain garden down on the other side. So let's walk past the trash again and go have a peek at how that side of things is. Oops, guess what we forgot? Amidst all the trash, where to put it? Here it is. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. So, oi! I'm gonna just keep falling apparently. I don't know what happened to my equilibrium this week. Ow! It's metal. Okay. Great. I think I'm okay. So here we have a sump pump outlet and a disconnected rain barrel. The disconnected rain barrel, I honestly think that I might install a gutter and small downspout on one side of my shed and run that into this with an overflow into the front yard so that I can have some amount of water closer to the hillside so we can go down the cliff. And then things like this tall, and it looks like if I angled it like this, it would fit just fine. Safe overflow. I would then build a gully here. Sorry, I am definitely bleeding. And then my hope would actually be to have the overflow, like a main overflow, come down this way and have a second one here. And then have the full overflow down to the streets. Because the thing is, the way the water comes down and around this corner, it turns out that that corner is too tight and it's flooding into the stairwell. So to skip this downspout altogether, because it is this surface and that surface, so that is fully half of all of my precipitation comes right here. And when this flooded, it flooded. The first time I hooked it up, I immediately unhooked it and had a flooded basement. So one could fill up all the way, definitely, and then it could run a pipe and then fill up a secondary one here. So I could just have two really big rain barrels right here. And maybe do one up front. Maybe do one up front too, because they are, if you look at them, and the crookedness is probably going to make neighborhood OCD people upset, but if you look at the width of 4 feet, this time hopefully without cutting myself, you can see 4 feet's right here. From the bulkhead to there, that's almost the entire width. Now we're right here. Yeah, so it could scoot over a little and then leave room for the bulkhead over here. But it's gonna have to actually be at an angle because of that pipe. That pipe is the sump pump that pulls the water out from below the basement so that it doesn't keep pushing up, because I actually had like a rising spring type of flood every time it rained in the basement, which also contributed to the cracked foundation. Wouldn't have needed to go through all that if I had thought of what my neighbors thought of, which is take a rain barrel and just leave the bottom open and drain the water somewhere farther away from there. And they haven't had the same problems as me, so good on them, you know. That's excellent. I'm happy for them. I wish I were that smart. I ended up with 3 sides, inside, outside, French drain, and a sump pump, so, and a whole lot of, like, in addition to the expense, a whole lot of disrespectful workers in my house. Whatever. So this is cool. One here with an overflow on it, over here, and then one in the front, and then the only downspout that will be left is going to be on the corner there. There's one just around the edge of the building. So I hope this was interesting. I hope you liked following along. I'm going to go take care of my boo-boo and yeah, continue on with my day. Thanks. Not my kid.